Want to know a secret? Somewhere between the truth and imagination, dwelling within the cracks and crevices of perception, is a quiet corner of your mind. And if you listen closely, its whisper will blur the edges of space and time as fantasy becomes reality. This is the obscurity of illusion. The question is, do you believe? I'll show you. Hold your gaze at the center of my nose, allowing your vision to slip in and out of focus for the next 10 seconds. Go. As your screen turns white, you'll see the art of illusion. Blink your eyes. Hold your focus. Did you see her? We'll try it again. A little differently this time. Concentrate at the center of my nose for 10 seconds. Now shift your focus to the white part of your screen, where a familiar face will be waiting for you. Want to peek behind the curtain? Let me help. This is an optical illusion known as negative after image. This particular negative image has been completely painted with makeup. Even the wall behind her was completely comprised to fool your eyes. If we flipped the image to positive, it would look a little something like this. And just like the Mona Lisa, illusions can be mysterious and beautiful. But if beauty is in the eye of the beholder, then the illusion of perfection can only be extinguished by our own perception. Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for watching my Art of Illusion video. Do me a favor, press pause, and I need you to hit that vote button 3 times a day, every day. Top 12 is no joke. I'm so excited. So if you're ready, let's get to the good stuff. I started with the color correcting liquid primer in green just to even out my skin tone. And since we're doing another 2-dimensional look, I need to kill the shine with NYX Shine Killer in my T-zone, specifically in any areas I know I'll get a little shiny. No makeup. And you had to know I couldn't wait to get my grubby little paws on the new SFX cream colors, which turned out to be absolutely amazing. No surprise there, but I'm so excited about this line. This color is blue. Yep, it's just called blue. And we are about to get our smurf on. Now, since we are about to spend a ton of time, even in fast forward, covering every nook and cranny with this blue color, I want to talk to you about what an inverted image is and why the illusion works. So remember way back in the day, or in some of your cases, your parents talked about film camera, not digital cameras? Well, you could look at an entire film strip to see the negative of your image. So basically it just flips the color. What appears light on film is actually dark, and what appears dark is actually light. So in makeup terms, it's reverse contour. Okay, it's about to get real Bill Nye in here for a second, bear with me. When you stare at a negative of an image, what happens is that your photoreceptors, or the rods and cones in your eyes, adapt to the overstimulation of color and lose sensitivity. Are you with me so far? Yeah? No? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. When the background disappears or turns white, it induces the effect or illusion of complementary colors, which basically resemble an original or positive image. Now, if smoke is coming out of your ears and your brain hurts a little bit, then you feel my pain, because trying to do the opposite of what we've trained our brain to do for so long is so hard. So hard. But hopefully it will be worth it in the end, and I will get all the votes. All the votes. Alright, fine, I'll share a couple. For my next trick, I will put all of this blue curly hair inside a bald cap. Thank you to Redken's Shape Factor Deuce. I was able to do that without too many flyaways in my way. The paint that you're seeing is left over from a trial run I had done the night before and the night before that, but it actually ended up working pretty well for having used it a couple times. Yeah, but Ryan, the Mona Lisa had hair. Why do you need a bald cap? Well, imaginary person, I'm glad you asked. You see, I have what the kids refer to as a 3-head, or a very small forehead. The Mona Lisa had a 5 head. The girl had a 4 head. Let's be real. Ooh, I look naked with that tube top on. Anyway, I was hoping to change my entire hairline as to become more like the Mona Lisa. Once I have that baby secured, I'm going in with some more paint and trying my best to blend the line between bald cap and face. Here I show you where my actual hairline is versus what the bald cap allows me to do. There's a big difference. I'm beginning to bring the color down onto my neck, even though I'm going to remove some of it later to create a shadow. I at least want to get it going. Aw, look how cute and tiny my Milk Jumbo pencil is. He has been sharpened to a stub. Now, since white actually is going to pull black in the inverse of the image, I'm using the white jumbo pencil to create a new jawline. She definitely had more of a heart-shaped chin, and my cheekbones are too chiseled. Hers were a little more round. I kid. Even though this look didn't require a ton of variation in color and product, what I did use, I used to death. Now, since we only ever see the Mona Lisa, obviously in one position, I have to do this awkward pose thing. Yep, there it is. To be sure that I've got the shadow and the lighting correct. And for added bonus fun, the image that you're seeing on the camera is actually flipped. So what I'm looking at for a reference picture is the inverse, but also the flipped version, so that what you're seeing is exactly like the painting. And I'm still hanging on to that poor jumbo pencil in Milk to create the shadows around her eyes. She actually has sort of sad eyes, downward facing eyes, and it was really fun to create them because she doesn't have much brow, so it was an interesting look. Now we begin to manipulate the contour, which actually looks like highlight in this case, to create the shape of her nose. Now, one of my favorite parts about the jumbo pencils is how easily they blend. So far in this look, I haven't used any powder yet, so what I'm doing is manipulating the color with my finger by blending it and softening it, because this is actually going to be more of a contour shade, so I don't want it to pull too dark or too harsh. Are you confused yet? Bald Smurf selfie! Blending these lighter tones down onto my neck is going to give the illusion of fuller, wider cheeks. Just what every girl wants. Finally, we get to add some darker tones, which are gonna be lighter tones. Do you get it yet? To achieve these darker, lighter tones, I used the SFX cream color in black, like my soul. I also mixed in a little bit of Epic Black Mousse liner in the areas that really needed to be dark. Or light. Ugh, so hard on my brain. No pressure, but her smile is probably one of the most famous smiles that there ever was or will be in life. So I spent a little bit of extra time on my lips, making sure I had the little smirk exactly right. The area under her nose is really shaded and shadowed, so I wanted to get it as white as I possibly could, but the problem was I have a nostril, which creates an issue. So what I did was stick a little piece of tissue actually up inside of my nose, which surprisingly took care of the problem. The majority of the shading and shadowing is mostly done, so I'm going in and adding a layer of super epic, crazy ghost white. Followed by the SFX Set Loose Setting Powder, which was nice because it gave it a little added glow, and of course matted it out. There's that awkward pose again. I'm mixing in some teal tones, which when flipped appear almost like a brown contour shade. I began with Electric Surface, which is the shadow stick, and I set it with a teal tone from the NYX Ultimate palette. To get better color payoff from the shadow on my neck, I began to remove some of the coloring that I had already done with the Be Gone wipes, which were my best friend after this look was finished. Now I get to add some white, which is going to give me some really deep shadow color, and I'm going to set that with the SFX Set with the set. Stop saying set. This part was kind of weird because I had to go just above my lash line with the black liner, and I'm using matte liquid liner in black, obviously. Essentially what I'm doing is creating her lid. Doing the drying my eyeliner dance. And the other side. I skipped past painting my neck blue because really, how much blue do you need to see me paint? Violet, you're turning violet, Violet! I realized in one of my trials early on that I was going to need to get some big ol' sclera contacts to cancel out the white in my eye and give the proper inverse. I'll spare you the horror of watching me attempt to put those things in my eye for the first time. It was not pretty. I'm using the jumbo pencil in black to line the inner rim of my eye, which is actually going to appear white and give the illusion of a bigger eye. Setting the jumbo pencil with the Primal Color eyeshadow in black, and then bringing it down onto my cheekbones for an added highlight. Apologies for this horrible angle. I am essentially blind without my prescription contacts, which these were not, so I had to get a little extra close to the mirror. One last awkward pose, and it is wig time. I did create a little added part drama with some gel liner, and then I just stuck that baby on my bald head. And that, my little bananas, is the entire Mona Lisa inverse confusing crazy tutorial. Don't forget to go vote 3 times a day, every day, per email address. This is the most crucial round. I need your votes more than ever. I want to show everybody that a small channel can make it to the top 6, so let's do this. Hashtag Team Ryan Kelly, all the bananas and big hugs. I love you guys. Mwah.
Let me see your eyes. Baby, look at me in the mirror. How you doing?
Good.
You good? How do you feel? Wait, what is that? What is that in your nose?
This is my black hole nose blocker.
That was a big issue that came out of there.
I got a big hole. Oh, that's what she said.
Oh.
I'll take this off.
Take it off?
You think we're good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
I'm bald!
You look like you're trying out for the Blue Man Group. So just like, be like,